Hi, my name is Wilman Ziada, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film, and also a proud Phoenix Global Artist Ambassador. Today, I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed singer-songwriter-actor, Amy Rivard. For more on Amy, you can read more about her right below this video, but in the meantime, here's a sneak peek at her amazing talent.
I've been running around this world for a long time, for a long, 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 long time. I've been searching for something that's never been on time. Well, it's never been on my time. They tell me to slow down, you're gonna fall right down. Maybe you should go another way, but I won't give up. Come on now, fill my cup, 'cause yeah, I know I'm on my way. Sometimes you gotta sit and wait for the tide to come in. Now I've been where I am, and it's okay, 'cause I'm doing my best that I can. Anyway, the waves may be rough, but I'm hanging tough. You know what I mean. You may not be down, throw me around, but I'm moving still, yeah, I'm on my way. The muddy waters, they try to drown me.
Well, hello, Amy. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Will?
Amy, I'm doing so much better now that we are reconnecting, so that
Me
the
too.
audience knows, in addition to being an acclaimed singer, songwriter, actor, I have known of you, I think, for more than a decade. We
Yeah.
met years ago at Birdland. I remember being introduced to your incredible talent, and you are still sharing it with your beautiful sensitivity, your creative sense of self and storytelling. We'll get into it all. But first, Amy Rivard, I want to know, talk to me about Where I Am, the impetus of writing the song, and also the impetus of the music video.
Oh my God. Okay. So the song, it was one of my, I think it's my first full length originals with originals on it. And I was working with a gentleman named Jason Wexler, amazing singer songwriter, or songwriter. I mean, like, or piano player. Geez, he's just amazing. Anyhow, so
He's a Renaissance man.
what?
He's a Renaissance man.
Yes, yes. So he's an amazing producer, and we needed two more songs, and I said, why don't you just build me a track? This is kind of how I want it, and then I'll just top line it and throw some lyrics on it. And so he did, and he sent it to me, and I was actually working a random job promoting alcohol in Florida, driving around a branded Mini Cooper, and we had a day off, and I was at the beach, and so I sat at the beach, and I was listening to it, and for me, when I hear it, the melody will pop in my head and the lyrics. And I do a lot of, I read a lot of spiritual books and self-help books, and just because navigating this human experience can be a challenge. There's a theory that, like, where I am, like where we are in this moment, like it's okay. This is exactly where we're supposed to be. And even if this shitty thing happened, that shitty thing is actually gonna lead you to what you've always dreamed of. And so that's kind of what I was really into at the moment. And so then I got the idea for where I am, like this is where I am. And then I'm looking at the waves crashing, and I'm like, oh, the waves have crashed against me in this lifetime, and I haven't drowned yet. And so that's kind of where it all came from for me. And then the music video. So last August, my friends up the street were moving, and they've been in New York as long as I am, and they're like, we're getting out. And so they had some, a juicer for me, and a Vitamix or Vitamix, whatever the hell you call it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to get that free shit. So anyhow, so walked up the block, and they have this amazing roof. And I was like, he's been doing these like Zumba classes on his roof. And I said, can we just shoot like a quick like video for my song? And he was like, yeah. So literally, like I'm barely, like I've got sweat on my face. I wasn't even like thinking, I don't know, I didn't think he would want to do it that day. He's like, let's just do it now. And I was like, okay. So we went up on the roof, we did one take, and he didn't like something he did filming, and he said, okay, let's do one more. So that video is the second take. And I just danced around like an idiot because I am not a dancer. Even though I was a singer with Riverdance, I was one of the singers with Riverdance. So I just did my goofy signature movement, not dancing, on the roof, and that's where how the video came
And
apart.
Amy, what I love so much about you, I want to first thing back into you looking at the crashing waves and thinking about the crashing and surviving, any crashes in life. I think a lot of people can relate to that because this was a time where we were all forced to look within and wake up every morning and put 2 feet on the ground and say thank you. I think we were all forced to find a new sense of gratitude. But as long as I've known you, you've always had that. And so I'm
Well,
sure
I've had the other side of it too, and I think that's why I can see like it is a challenge. Like, this business can really suck the life out of
well,
you.
you're told no how many times a day? And
Oh
on
my
top of that, you have to make the conscious choice. It's a choice to wake up and say thank you.
Yes, yes. Amen to that. Like 100%.
Well, Amy, also on top of that too, also in terms of your dancing, I mean, it looked great to me because you're talking to someone who is not even a mover. It's a trauma. You thought these 18 months were trauma. Put me in a dance class. But what I love, you're so relatable. And that's why I love like you just dancing on a rooftop with abandon. I think that's what makes you in your soul relatable. And I want to know, looking forward, obviously it's been a tough time for everyone, but artists especially, but for you during these past 18 months and looking in, what are you most excited about in terms of this next step? Because you have such a strong love of obviously creating and storytelling. You as a creator and a storyteller, what you're most excited about in terms of getting up and out of you for the world to see and hear?
I during the pandemic, I did a little Wednesday night live show on like streaming platform, like on all my platforms I streamed it. And so I took a long break, obviously, and I'm thinking of doing that again. And what I enjoy about it is I get to throw in some of my comedy as well. So just I want to make people laugh and happy and joyful, but I also want them to know that, hey, if you feel like shit some days, that's okay. Like that's part of it, and you gotta like cry it out, let it out, and then be like, okay, I did that, I cried it out, I'm done with that, and now I'm gonna move on.
You have like a 21st century Carol Burnett thing about you, Amy.
I love Carol Burnett.
I don't know if you've been told that before, but again, you have this old soul, but yet it's looking back to look forward. I'm telling you right now, you have to do these Wednesday shows. And what I'm so excited about FENIX is that within the app, they have a live stream option where you're going to not only be able to live stream from wherever you'd like, but for the first time, actually get compensated appropriately. And
thank you.
I just think, it's like, why wait for Comedy Central to give you, the AMY RIVARD variety show that you so deserve when you can do it for as many all over the world on this app? And what I'm also excited about for you, Amy, is, this whole notion that I think you're a perfect example of an artist that never stood still. You always keep moving forward and you make it work, as I'm making it work to speak over loud New York City, God bless.
Right.
But you just keep moving forward and say yes. Where did that come from? I'm like the little girl in Amy. Who is that little girl that just keeps going? What's that voice in you?
I don't know. It's like there's a part of me that just won't stop. Like it's I feel like it's like the hardwiring that's within you. And ego wise, like of course there's parts of me that's like, I'm not gonna quit until I see what I want, or but it's just like I feel like it's the hardwiring within me. I mean, I do get down and do the crying on the floor and then pick myself up and go again, because what else can I do? You have to move on. And I think, and some days, especially during this pandemic, it's harder to believe that that we, you know, I think we're supposed to be on this earth for joy, and that's why we are here. And it's just, we're supposed to be here for joy. Life is supposed to be joyful.
Amy, you are a ray of sunshine. I can't
Aw,
believe it's been
thank
more than 10 years since I saw
you. I
you.
know. Wait, but aren't we only 12 years old?
I mean, we look damn freaking good. No, but I really have to like literally, you know, I'm really usually humble, but I'm looking at me, I'm like, holy ish. Like we look like we took a great nap.
I
We
did
look
take a great
refreshed.
nap.
Yeah, but you look, I mean, please. I mean, I'm wearing my
Aw,
black hat of dreams and my black shirt, you know, like I told you off camera, you know, same outfit, different day. But I am working on it. Well, my husband's working on it. But Amy, I want to let our audience know for more on the incredible Amy Rivard. We didn't even get into like an eighth of it. You can read more about it right below this video. Amy, what do you want to leave the audience with in terms of what you have coming up, what you want to share, maybe a piece of advice
yeah.
for the young Amy's out there that, you know, are looking to be a part of this business, whatever you would like to
Yeah.
leave the audience
Okay.
with.
Well, you can listen to all my original music. Hopefully, once I get my FENIX app, we can listen in there. Right now, it's on all streaming platforms, YouTube, all that stuff. I just wrote a wedding song called "Forever in a Day" that's out. And to the little Amy's that are out there,
Yes.
I think work on loving yourself, finding finding joy within yourself, and not wanting everything on the outside to be your joy. So challenging to do. I get it, but it's just, you know, finding the joy within you and knowing that you're safe, everything's okay, everything is perfect as it is, even when you're, you know, handing out 100% cotton maxi pads in Soho for $25 an hour. Maybe I did that for a job. I did.
Well, you just touched me. I mean, I'm a walking mess, but
Oh, thank you.
you are so wonderful and beautiful,
Did the
Amy.
maxi pad thing traumatize you?
No, it was just your beautiful soul. I mean, you
Oh,
know, what I love so much about this is that, you know, like I told you off camera, not only for me already has it provided me with collaborations around the world, but it's allowed me to reconnect with beautiful souls like yourself
thank you.
that remind me of the beauty in the world. And now the fact that like thousands, if not millions more through this new revolutionary social media app, people are going to get to know the same soul I met at Birdland more than 10 years ago. And we get to reconnect now. It gets me excited. And these tears are of hope. Probably a little nostalgia of years gone by. But again, we both look damn good.
We do. And it's all real because I can't afford the fake shit.
Amy, God bless you. I can't wait to talk with you soon.
Thank you. Bye.